The accidental Epstein files that keep getting released isn't an accident. It's a message from within the Department of Justice. Because how could you possibly believe that the DOJ would be continuously making the same mistakes over and over again when they're releasing this information? If it's not incompetence, then it has to be a message from within the Department of Justice or the FBI signaling to the American people where to look. Why else would they phase out the data dumps? Why is it that 300 gigs of information is now being broken off into small pieces? Could it be because the DOJ secretly wants the American people to be finding all of these accidental pieces of information that leads us to look in a certain direction? Because the Epstein files are 300 gigs of information. That works out to be almost 100 million pages of information if you printed it all out. I mean, literally, pages. 100 million pages of information. If they had dumped that all on your desk at one time, you'd be swimming in a sea of information and yet completely blind. It would be like trying to find a white rabbit in snow. You'd never find it. But guess what? By breaking it off into pieces and allowing us to accidentally find certain things, we're rabbit trailing and finding, and it's leading us into path. This is literally Hansel and Gretel. We have somebody leaving us breadcrumbs from within the DOJ trying to show us where to go. Because there is no way that a government agency who spent over 1,000 man-hours trying to scrub through all of this information to alleviate and get rid of certain individuals' information would possibly make these types of mistakes. And the basic mistake of, trying to accidentally redact but not use the software correctly, these are people that graduate from college. You're talking about people in their 20s and 30s that have been around technical data and computers and know all types of things about the phones and the softwares. You're telling me they made these types of mistakes? These aren't 60-year-old people who have never seen, programs. These are freaking 20, 30-year-olds who have just cracked out of college that are going through all of these files. Somebody must have gotten disgusted by what they saw and decided the Epstein files and the people that have perpetrated this whole crime need to be brought to justice. And that's why these accidental leaks and these accidental releases and these breadcrumbs are leading us into a direction, because there are people within the DOJ and the FBI that are fed up with the lies and the propaganda and the misinformation. What do you think? What do you think? Leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this.